What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. So today I want to talk to you about an exercise that you're not doing right now, or maybe not doing, that can boost your bench press. And guess what? It's a back exercise. So right off the bat, you might be thinking, a back exercise to boost your bench? Well, yes, it's actually very common knowledge that the back and the chest, obviously opposing muscle groups, but what is not necessarily common knowledge is that they assist each other in the performance of the bench press and to giving you a better, safer bench press. So a while back I had the one-legged monster, my friend Casey Mitchell, in here, and we covered his best 3 accessory exercises for creating a monster bench. And in those exercises, the last one was something he called a lean back pull down. Clearly a back exercise, and the reason for doing it was to create tightness in the back, both on the ascent and descent of the bar during the bench press. But not all of us have necessarily a lat pull-down machine, but we do have one exercise we almost all can do, especially here with just our own body weight, that's going to have a lot of carryover if you do it right. And what I'm talking about here is the setup here for an inverted row. So we program this exercise basically into every single ATHLEAN-X program, or almost every single one of them. And it has a lot of benefits. Number one, we're going to strengthen our back and our posterior chain in our upper back, which is important just to create better shoulder positioning and shoulder health long term. But more importantly, if you do this right, it reinforces something important that's going to carry over to the bench press. So see if you can spot necessarily what I'm not doing when I do this the first time. All right, you've probably done the exercise before. You get up under the bar like this. You get up into this bridge position, or you elevate your legs up onto something. But for this demonstration here, you just simply like this, and you pull up. Can you spot what I'm doing wrong here? Because this is the big difference when you want it to have a big carryover to the bench press. All right, the issue is hollowing out versus getting in that tight position. Because if I hollow out, I might be able to do more repetitions here, but that's not really what I'm focused on if I want to get this to carry over. What I want to do is I want to get the chest out, and not just that. We have a stationary bar here and a moving body. I want to have my body be as active as I can to get up towards the bar. In other words, reach for the bar with my chest. Okay? Don't stay in this hollowed out position and get to there, but reach for the bar. So if I take this into more real speed, it looks like this. I'm reaching, 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 all the while keeping my upper back tight and locked in. Well, let me show you what happens here on the bench press. When we perform a bench, obviously, shoulder pain can become an issue for some. And when it happens is in the lower half of the bench press, right? From having shoulder instability, scapular instability, AC joint issues, rotator cuff tendonitis, biceps tendonitis. A lot of things can become inflamed or bothersome in the bottom half of the bench press. Because you're lacking, a lot of times, the stability in the shoulder to do the exercise and the tightness of the back during the exercise. So when we do the bench press, in this case, there's a stable body operating with the moving bar. But the body doesn't have to necessarily remain completely stable. It can become an active participant in the exercise just like it was on the inverted row by trying to meet the bar as opposed to just having the bar come down and meet you. So here's what I'm talking about. In this position here, if I just let the bar come down to meet me, there's going to be a little bit more travel in terms of the range of motion of the bar, which can become problematic for the people that have that shoulder issues in the bottom here. Or I can actually actively continue to try to meet the bar. So as the bar comes down, I try to bring the chest up like that, which is actively basically rowing the bar down. Okay? Again, bring the bar down, actively reach for the bar, essentially rowing myself up. So down in real speed, up. See that subtle reach. And what happens is, again, you're establishing the tight back from the beginning. You're getting the chest up from the beginning. But as the bar comes down, you're actively trying to expand the rib cage and get yourself a little bit higher, decreasing the range of motion, even by just a ½ an inch, which can help alleviate some of the problems there. But more importantly, as the chest comes up, the shoulders go back. When the shoulders are back, the shoulder blades are down. You have a safer position in the shoulders, making it not just beneficial for people that have issues or pain during the bench press, but ultimately leading to a bigger bench press because you can remain tight. You're not allowing yourself to get loose at the bottom of the bench like Casey and I were talking about in that video. If you haven't seen it, you're gonna make sure you wanna check out that video. In the meantime, if you found this one helpful, leave your comments and thumbs up below. Let me know what else I can cover for you, and I will do that in a future video. And also make sure you click subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video when we put one out. Lastly, we put the science back in strength in all of our programs, including exercises just like that for the right reasons. Make sure you head to ATHLEAN-X.com and check out our programs. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.